Andrea Pearson here. I'm the author of around 50 best-selling fantasy titles, and I forgot to close the door behind me. It's going to drive me nuts. Ignore it, okay? Anyway, so it's been a while since I've been able to do a video. 2 weeks, like I said last week, I had the flu, which was really fun. It actually ended up bringing back morning sickness. And Wanda, hi! And I've been very nauseated all week. I'm nauseated right now. Yesterday was the first time I haven't been nauseated in over a week. So really hoping that today goes well. And Wanda, my in-laws were actually here for a surprise visit from my husband. They are on the plane right now heading back to Washington. And yes, it is very snowy there. And it's very snowy here too. We had a blizzard around the same time that you guys did up in Washington. Anyway, hi Shauna. I'm guessing that's how you say it. It could be Shauna. I think it's Shauna. You can tell me if it's not Shauna. Anyway, yeah, so I am due in less than 4 weeks now. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's actually coming, this baby. Well, hopefully, of course he's coming. Why would I say hopefully he's coming? Anyway, so let's see if there's any book updates. My husband's been working on an illustration for the Patreon supporters that goes along with Professor Coolidge's story, The Enchanted Dagger, which will be going out to Patreon supporters as soon as the illustration is done. I'm really excited for you guys to see it. The illustration is absolutely fantastic. And Wanda says it's snowing there right now. Yes, it is. Yeah, well, it's not snowing here. It's actually very sunny here. But man, my sister-in-law was sending us pictures, like 2 feet of snow where they live. It's absolutely insane. Very, very pretty too. And good, Shauna. Okay, good. Let's see. So I'm going to actually talk about today Dr. Johann Georg Faust. He's a German alchemist, an astrologist, and a magician. And when I discovered him, I don't even remember how I discovered him. So basically, I was writing Lizzie's series, and I was researching. I wanted her to have to come across a doctor or a ghost that had lived near where I knew Lord Canaan's graveyard was, and somebody who had worked with Lord Canaan. I want to tie it back to history. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but in Lizzie's series, I tie a lot of it back. A lot of it gets tied back to history. And so I was researching people who could possibly fit that, and I came across this guy named Dr. Johann Georg Faust. And like I said, he's a German alchemist, and there's so many awesome myths and legends that surround him. It's absolutely crazy. I'll go into it a little bit here, but they don't really know exactly who he was, or even if he lived, or when he was born, exactly when he died, and things like that. And there's a lot of people who don't believe he was an actual person, and I don't really have an opinion either way. I just really liked the stories that surrounded him. Anyway, okay, so the myths say that he made a pact with the devil, basically sold his soul to the devil for knowledge and increase in magic and things like that. And the devil, let's see, I think the devil basically said that after Dr. Faust met what he wanted to do, all of his goals and things like that, that he would have to go and serve the devil. And Dr. Faust tried to run away, and the devil actually sent a servant who could transform into a dog to basically watch over Dr. Faust and make sure that he kept to his side of the bargain, which he did not. And when the devil found out that Dr. Faust had betrayed him, he destroyed him, removing his eyes and then dragging his body through a courtyard from a castle. And while I was reading all of this, I was like, oh my goodness, he has to be in Lizzie's series. Like, this just fits too perfectly. I mean, a guy who sells his soul to the devil, which I turn into a demon, Lord Canaan, and how this guy, the devil, sends a man who can shift into a dog to be around him and watch him all the time. So I'm like, this is absolutely perfect for Lizzie's series. And so in Lizzie's series, she comes across the ghost in a castle, and she finds out about him and that he knows where to find Lord Canaan, basically. And so she goes to him, and he helps her figure out how to find Lord Canaan. But he made a pact with the Lord Canaan to gain knowledge, and Lord Canaan found that he betrayed him and had his servant, who is a hound in my story, basically kill him and all of that. And then to explain why there's not a lot of information on him, I decided, it fits in with the series, I decided to have Lord Canaan kill all of his family, everybody who knew him, anybody who could have passed on information about Lord Canaan and the hounds. And it totally fit in with my series. I was very excited about that. But but you can look him up on Wikipedia, online, anywhere, or you can just read my version of him, in in the Coven Chronicles. But if you know which book Dr. Faust first appears in, go ahead and comment on that below and let me know if you remember. And if you've read the rest of the series, I hope you enjoyed his coming back. I had a lot of fun writing that last scene when he comes back to Lizzie. Anyway, if you have any questions, go ahead and post them below, and I am going to head out now. I'm heading to a doctor appointment. It's kind of sad. I'm over 35, and so now I get to have a stress test done on the baby every single week to make sure he's doing well. And I was like, "You're calling me old?" to my doctor, and he's like, "Not old, just..." And then he kind of didn't know what to say because old to be having kids. I don't know. I have friends that had kids in their 40s and they were fine, but I'm just like, man, my doctor's trying not to call me old. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a great week, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.